This is NDTV, and you're watching Classics.
In Eye to Eye today, we have Mr. Bal Thackeray, the Shiv Sena supremo. He's frequently made the headlines, more recently after the Election Commission disenfranchised him for inciting communal hatred during a previous election campaign. Sir, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Is it difficult to lead your party into an election knowing that you won't be able to vote yourself?
Not difficult at all. On the contrary, it has helped a lot, in fact, given us a nice pep. For the sake of one vote, the EC doesn't know how much that will cost. And I'm going to get much more votes at my own vote, actually, the cost of my vote.
Okay, you're fighting both the assembly elections and the Lok Sabha elections together this time.
Yeah.
Are you a little worried about that?
Never. Otherwise, I would have not said. Done.
Because
it's something like a cakewalk. Yes.
why do you think that?
Because I have my own judgments and diagnosis. When I said in 1995 that this time I will see that we get into the power and I will get the power. Nobody believed, not my colleagues even. But now we are in. Yes.
A cakewalk. So how many seats does that mean?
Well, the figure can't be said, but it is going to be much better than 95. Perhaps it may be a total majority without taking anybody's assistance, yes, or too many partners.
But do you think this time the Shiv Sena is going to retain the chief ministership?
You see, we are not worried about that post. What is more important, first get the power. When I'm going to get power, it's my decision. And it is finally decided, something like a policy matter, that whoever has a majority of MLAs, their party, either Shiv Sena or BJP, they will have their chief minister, whoever gets the majority. So why quarrel at this stage when everything is going very nicely, smoothly?
But they say this is the reason for the quarrel in the sense that each party of the alliance wants to be the wants the chief ministership.
Well, I think nobody trying, no harm in trying that actually. Even if the BJP people are trying and we are trying, we have to try.
But in a sense, sometimes don't you think that the parties work at cross purposes? Because in some constituencies, they are saying that the BJP is actually trying to defeat Shiv Sena candidates.
Well, I don't know because I never done any, my nature is not that. And I hate conspiracies. Never in my life I did that in anybody's case. So, difficult to say yes or no, but I believe, I have certain faiths that BJP will not go for that dirty game or a trick, because it's not a question of getting here into power, but it is equally important for them to be there in power, there in center. We are not going to be losers otherwise. They will lose the majority if they decide to have it there in Lok Sabha election or even here otherwise. What of it actually?
So if you find out they're actually doing that, then
so they have to see that we get into power, get a majority in the state as well as in the center. That is a simple thing.
And if you find out that they've been doing this, would you withhold your
support? Well, I think it's no use have something like suspicious things. I mean, suspicion just because somebody is putting something in your ear and you behave. No, you can't afford to be that light-eared person in politics. You have to be very firm and must have some little proof. Yes, it is so.
But there was talk of Pramod Mahajan and Mr. Sharad Pawar both having meetings and discussions.
Meeting is different thing. Even if there is a birthday party or a marriage party, sometime we come face to face, rubaru. We may not talk, but perhaps it can be a shake hand or a namaskar. So that is not what you can say something is going inside, some gunpowder plot is being arranged or no.
But there is talk of if the BJP after the elections having some kind of an understanding or an alliance with the NCP. Do you think that's a possibility?
Possibility in politics, what? If it at all, if it is said that is a game of scoundrel, it's for a man to decide whether he wants to remain a gentleman or a scoundrel. How can I stop? If anybody is trying to become a scoundrel, okay. But I will not go along with a scoundrel, whoever he may be. Yes.
But you yourself wouldn't think of aligning perhaps with the NCP if you'll fall short of seats here?
Never. A simple thing is, the man who is responsible for toppling down their government, that is Vajpayee government, how can we afford to have a shake hand with him? I mean, I will never, at least. I will never. An enemy is an enemy then. Okay, then forget the shaheeds and all that. You are making that so much show and fuss over that. Having some programs, some cine artists and with their breakdance and this and that. Why make a show? Just say, oh, or they must die. And go ahead with Pakistan dosti or friendship. Or but congratulate them then, Pakistan, killing our Jawans, making them shaheeds. Oh, very kind of you. Do it. If that is the case, if anybody wants to go with NCP, it is Sharad Pawar who said openly to the press, and perhaps that time the floor was not there. Anyway, he said, yes, my responsibility was to topple down the government. That I have done. He is expert in that. He has done. So knowing full well he is the man for the damage. Well, now think of the people, the voters. Will they tolerate? Whether we or they or he, whoever they may be, if they do it, they say, what, you are cheating us? You are cheating us? In a campaign you said a lot of bad things about that party or individual, and you are shaking. Then why the hell you have not said it before?